Christmas tree. What was about Christmas tree? Is there anything about a Christmas tree?
I mean, unless you're feeding the
I'll worry about that. I wanted to show you about Christmas. I have it, well, yeah, sort of. I have a different sort of pronunciation of that word. I actually have two different shirts that are very similar. I think they're looking at me.
It works.
That could matter. She's got the same cold eyes. No, I'm the lace and everything. I think she's fine. She had it before me and I got it. She's really good.
Good morning. Mic check.
distracted.
Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. The time is drawing nigh. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. The time is drawing nigh. Children, don't get weary. Children, don't get weary. Children, don't get weary till your work is done. Children, don't stop praying. Children, don't stop praying. Children, don't stop praying till your work is done. Christian journeys Christian journeys Christian journeys The time is drawing nigh. Christian journeys Christian journeys Christian journeys The time is drawing nigh. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. The time is drawing nigh. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. The time is drawing
On a winter... Hello? Hello? Testing? There we go. On a Winter Morning by Barbara Cheatham. When winter's darkness spreads across the land and cold seeps through our thickest coats, we hurry here, drawn by the warmth of faces familiar and new, to the welcoming walls of this house. Here, for this hour, we open ourselves to new understanding, reassurance, and hope. For this is a place where truth, love, and challenge meet. Welcome. It is a good morning to be together.
Good morning, beloved community. I am Chris Jarman, your Director of Lifespan Faith Development, and in this sacred space, we gather as one, celebrating the tapestry of our diversity, honoring the boundless love that unites us all. Live Oak Unitarian Universalist Church is unambiguously, unapologetically progressive, here, here, and our doors swing wide to embrace all who seek a welcoming place where we celebrate the LGBTQIA+ community, where we know every identity is divine expression of humanity, where we commit to the work of dismantling systemic racism and other oppressions, striving for a world where equity, compassion, and justice are the cornerstones of our shared existence. May today's worship, our annual winter pageant, be a source of inspiration for you in this season of short days and long nights, the time of waiting. Advent is the season of waiting and preparation for Christmas. It is celebrated on the 4 Sundays prior to Christmas. At Live Oak, we light our Advent wreath to remind ourselves of the cycle of the seasons and the vision of peace and hope breaking through. As Unitarian Universalists, Advent asks, what are we waiting for and preparing for in our own lives and in the life of our world? In this season of long nights, Advent invites us to explore the themes of hope, faith, joy, and love. On the second Sunday of Advent, we light the candle for faith. As Unitarian Theodore Parker wrote, "I do not pretend to understand the moral universe. The arc is a long one. My eyes reaches but little ways. I cannot calculate the curve and complete the figure of experience of sight. I can divine it by conscience, and from what I see, I am sure it bends towards justice." What is it that you hold on to with faith? And may the light of this candle that was so diligently lit by Gideon help us to make real what we put faith into.
My name is Keegan Sarwate, and I want to give a special welcome to any visitors that we have today, in person or online. If you haven't already, I encourage you to stop by our visitors table in the narthex over there, after the service to sign up for our weekly email newsletter, and so we can meet you and answer any questions that you might have. Unitarian Universalism is a non-creedal faith. There are no doctrines you have to agree with in order to belong. Instead, we are held together by covenant, our promises to each other in this church and within our religious tradition. Please join me in these words from our historic faith. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. We unite with UU churches around the world by lighting our flaming chalice, the symbol of our religion. Today, Jackie will be lighting our chalice. Here and at home, we light it today with these words. In this small flame dwell, the beacon light of lanterns guiding travelers home, the warmth of hearth fires tended through the generations, the transforming energy of furnaces, and the power and life of our sun. May these blessings, warmth and light and life-giving energy, be kindled in each of us. By Jean L. Wallstrom.
Today is not a normal Sunday, it is the winter pageant. We want to welcome you to our no rehearsal winter pageant, and we will focus on the winter solstice today. So we will sing and we will tell stories rich with symbol and meaning so that we may celebrate the glory of nature, the promise of the return of the warmth of the sun, and the beauty of peace and friendship in this darkest time of the year. This will not be a typical Sunday, and today we will all work together to create our multi-generational worship service. This will be a participatory pageant from the pews, in which we will tell the story of Little Bear and the Snow Tree. We'll need help from many of you, and of course, please participate as it fits your needs today. And I'd like to invite you right now, if you did not have a paper bag in your seat, just reach over and grab one that's sitting in an empty seat. Everybody should have a paper bag. And while we're at it, turn to your neighbor and say good morning and greet them.
There's a couple more up front if you need them.
Okay, if everybody has a bag, raise your hand if you don't have a bag. We're looking good. And you've said hello to your neighbor. Awesome. Now let's continue and make a joyful noise as we sing our opening hymn, Deck the Hall with Boughs of Holly, to set the mood and our frame of mind. Please rise in spirit or body as you are willing and able. And you will find all of our music today on our screen.
And now let's immerse ourselves in more songs, story, and celebration. The Longest Night, a solstice meditation by Andrea Hawkins Camper. The winter solstice is a time to look back upon our ancestors, gather our family and friends close, and rejoice in the return of the sun. It is a time of renewed hope and a time of resurrection. For just as Arianhad's wheel turns and the Oak King resumes his rightful place, so must we go on. On that night, the long dark reaches its zenith, and for the briefest of moments, it will seem as if the Holly King's reign will be eternal. On that night of the longest dark, we light a gifted log of flame, remember the ancestors, and tell stories that bind us as people. Let us gather and sing songs of our childhood, sing songs of our parents and of our children, of our friends and of our families. Let us gather, huddle close, and light the log of community. Let us feast and revel, and let us always remember there is hope for the coming year. The winter solstice this year falls on Thursday, December 21st. It will be the shortest day of the year. The word solstice means sun standing still, a time we understand through science and a time of legend in cultures and religions around the world. It is the day that we experience the least amount of sunlight, and the last day that Celtic neo-pagans celebrate the reign of the Holly King. In many Celtic-based traditions of neo-paganism, there is the enduring legend of the battle between the Oak King and the Holly King. These two mighty rulers fight for supremacy as the wheel of the year turns each season. At the winter solstice, or Yule, the Oak King conquers the Holly King and then reigns until midsummer. Once the summer solstice arrives, the Holly King returns to do battle with the Old King and defeats him and reigns until Yule. Some traditions say that the Oak and Holly Kings represent the light and the darkness throughout the year. At the winter solstice, we mark the rebirth of the sun, or the Oak King. On this day, the light is reborn, and we celebrate the renewal of the light of the year. Often, these two entities are portrayed in familiar ways. The Holly King frequently appears as a woodsy version of Santa Claus. He dresses in red, wears a sprig of holly in his tangled hair, and is sometimes depicted driving a team of 8 stags. The Oak King is portrayed as a fertility god, and occasionally appears as the Green Man or other lord of the forest. To celebrate our joy at the return of light, and in honor of the Oak King, let us join together to sing God Rest Ye Merry Paganfolk.
Remember that the sun returns upon the solstice.
years, Live Oak has been a beacon of acceptance, love, and inclusivity in an area where our values often challenge the status quo. In a world where divisiveness and intolerance seem to grow stronger, we firmly believe in the transformative power of our faith and the positive impact we are having on our area. We invite you to make a financial contribution to help sustain the church's vital work, knowing that every gift, large and small, is appreciated and carefully used in our church's mission. The reasons for being a committed member of this congregation are as varied as our members themselves. And today, April Huff will share why Live Oak is important to them.
When the twins were tiny and just came into the world, my brain started spinning with questions about the world they would live in. I realized that I had no spiritual community to offer them. I have fond memories of having friends and seeing them at Saturday night mass at Our Lady of Lourdes. I remember going to fall festivals at the school and giggling with friends after midnight mass at Christmas. I feel so fortunate that we found Live Oak when we came to Cedar Park. We moved here with ideas about church shopping. But the first time we came here, that idea flew out the window, like so many ideas when you're a parent. The kids loved the playground, and over that summer when Rev Joe was on sabbatical, we were warmly welcomed. Mary made us bread, Cindy was shuffling the kids into activities, and folks were coming up and chatting with us about our travels. I knew we were in a place that would offer my children a community and a feeling of belonging. Then one day a pipe broke and the church needed help moving things into storage. I live close by, so it's no bother to come down here and help out. So many people showed up. New people like me and folks I knew had been here for decades. We all sorted and carried and shuffled things into the pods. As I was carrying things down the hall and smiled at someone passing, my heart swelled. Kind of unexpected. I realized that the spiritual community that I was searching for my children was for me too. I was happier than I had been in a long time carrying these chairs and toys to the pods. So thank you for taking us in and giving us a feeling of welcome and community.
If you have an experience to share about why this church is important to you, please let Reverend Joanna know so you too can share. Thank you. Let this time of offering be a reflection of our shared commitment to making a positive impact on the world and a reminder that our Unitarian Universalist values guide us not only in our beliefs but also in our actions. Thank you for your presence and your contributions to our ongoing journey of building the beloved community here and in our wider parish. So now, as Unitarian Universalists, let's take a moment to breathe into our story today. The science, the magic, the beauty, and the peace of winter solstice. This is the time of year when many religious traditions have holidays and celebrations. The theme of light runs through them all, and so many are rooted in peace. This is our story of hope and peace. So all of you that have come today are welcome to join in the fun and to take a place up here as one of our cast. We will have today little bear, lynx, squirrel, blue jay, mink, raccoon, reindeer, owl, fox, and moose. Here's how it's going to work. At various points in the story, we're going to ask who is willing to come up with us and play the parts of some of the characters in the story. There's no speaking parts. We have a narrator. You just get to be your full acting self up here. And when we ask for volunteers, if you're young and you'd like to have an older friend or a grown-up helper help you, that's okay too. Bring them along for the ride. So, when we ask for volunteers and I call your name, you'll go back to the back table where you'll see Lee waving. Hi, Lee. And Lee's going to give you your costume. And then you'll come up here and April will tell you where to stand. All right, are we ready? And of course, you're welcome to remain in our seats and participate from there because everybody's going to get to participate. We have plenty for everyone to do because the purpose of our shared journey undertaken in goodwill and in the spirit of play today, nothing can go wrong. Nothing is needed. There are no mistakes. Yes. So, some of the story will be told through the singing of carols, and our lovely pianist will play through one time each before we start singing, and Curtis will lead us, and you'll find all the words on our screen. And let's see, let's begin. Are you ready? Yes. Yeah, let's begin. And we already know everybody has a paper bag, yes? Yes. All right. In your bag, there's two items. There's one that will be needed for the service, and one that is needed to help us decorate our evergreen tree. And you don't have to get it out. You can check and see what you have, and you'll know when to come up. The small wooden item that's in your bag is for later, so you can just put that back in there. You'll have to wait and see what we're going to do with that. All right, so first, I need a volunteer to be Little Bear. Do I see Rosie over there? Rosie, will you be our Little Bear? I need a person to be Lynx. It's hard, there's a glare back there. Is that Tina over there? Tina, and your friend. And I need a squirrel. How about Jackie? And I need a blue jay. How about you, Ren? And a mink.
Go back. Go back.
What am I missing here? Don't worry, there's more coming. So I'm going to do Lucian first. Come on, going back to the table. All right? All right, so you're all back there with Lee. And while they're getting ready, all of you that looked in your bag, and there's white wool, would you please come forward to help decorate our tree with snow? Or if you would like, you can pass it to someone else and have them come decorate for you. So if you have
Lay it down
snow,
on a branch somewhere
And-
so that we have snow on our
while it snows on our tree, let's sing together Winter Wonderland.
So we're just laying it on a branch. Lay it on top. There you go. Yep, just lay it down on top. Oops, I'm sorry. Here, let's write it down. That's here.
A beautiful star, happy tonight.
maybe
There's
like
no
2 slides.
mistakes.
Can we go back and there we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Circus clown.
So Curtis was very, very talently showing you that mistakes just don't exist today. So we're good. Awesome. All right, I'm going to ask Little Bear to come up and have Little Bear. Hi, Little Bear. You're going to take a nap under our tree. Good night. Good night. Little Bear, are you ready? Woke up, and the world was white. He cried out, "Where have all the colors gone?" For he had never seen such a white and wintry world before, but only the wind answered with silence. And then Lynx came. Lynx came bearing color. Yes, here comes Lynx. Out of the snow, the lynx came, and he held orange leaves in his mouth for the snow tree, he explained. I have orange leaves so that we will remember the warm glow of fall and the burning sunset of the evening sky. And next came Squirrel. Squirrel scurried all the way up to the bear and said, "I have scarlet berries." And they laid them softly at Little Bear's feet. They glistened like drops of blood against the snow. And Squirrel said, "To remind us of flowers and fruits from the forest and from the fields." Next, Blue Jay came flying in with her beautiful blue wings, with feathers in her beak. Blue Jay said, "It's all I have to give, but these feathers are as blue as the summer sky and the rolling waters of the rivers." And then Mink came scurrying up. From deep inside the frozen forest, Mink showed up and declared, "Nature's finest, brown like the rich earth beneath the snow." And he added velvet fur to Bear's collection. Now, if you, in your bag, have gifts of leaves, berries, blue feathers, or velvety fur in your bag, will you please come forward and decorate the tree with these gifts? And I'm going to ask our woodland animals to step to the side. There you go. You guys are awesome. And while we do this, let us sing the holly and the ivy.
There you go. Perfect.
Right.
Stick them in.
All right.
We need help out here.
I don't know. I've never had a Christmas tree.
You're so good at it. I never would have guessed.
Oh, the holly and the ivy, they grow full grown. All the trees are in the wood, the harvest of
love our helpers. We can also lay things underneath the tree too, to bring the color. Isn't our tree starting to look lovely?
Now I'm hard to believe.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Let's not go over. Stop that. You perfectionist, you. What do you do? Okay, then you put stuff down here. There you go. I can't fit it from this point on. We didn't do that. We get tiny to put stuff on. You can lay it here, or you can just stick it in somewhere. It's up to you. There you go. Perfect.
Nothing happened. It didn't tear. You got something? Come on. Didn't tear. Good job. You got a place to put it. Thank you. There you go.
Good job.
Thank you so much for helping to decorate our tree.
I'm not sure it's a
Let's pause for a moment, and as we look at the beautiful colors coming to life before us, let's remember that we are a community that is a chosen village where our lives are interconnected. Part of the tapestry of this communal journey is sharing the significant milestones, joys, and sorrows in our lives, and witnessing the diversity we hold. One of us may be celebrating a life event while another is mourning a grief. And there is beauty in that mosaic as we are reminded that the moments of life are transient and ever-changing. Today, I'm going to ask you, I bet April could help you. Well, I share your joy. So Lucian has a concern that my teeth are hurting a lot and it's hard to eat. Oh. And Ren shares, my joy is that I had a choir show and it went good. May this community draw closer with our shared experiences as we celebrate life's triumphs and navigate its trials together. Now, talking about community and being part of the whole, there was something else in your bag. There was a wooden item in your bag. I'd like you to take your wooden item out. Everybody has a wooden snowflake because we're doing the snow tree. Now, I want you to hold that snowflake in your hands. And I want you to think about all the joys and all the concerns that people have shared in this congregation over the years, how we hold each other, how we uplift each other. And I want you to pour all the compassion you have in your heart and all the love into that snowflake. Hold that snowflake. You can even put it against your heart. Fill it with your energy. Now turn and give it to someone that is not sitting next to you. this snowflake. I'm going to invite you to take this snowflake home, decorate it however you choose, hang it from wherever you would like. I have strings out in the fellowship hall for you after the service to tie onto them. But every time you look at it, remember the love and the community of this church and how it affects your life and makes you a better person. Thank you. And now we're going to continue our pageant. So I'm going to need some more volunteers. I'm going to need a raccoon, vegan, and I'm going to need a reindeer.
There's a little reindeer in the back.
In the green, I'm not sure. I need an owl. Do I see? Okay, one. Roger? Teddy. Teddy. I need a fox. How about you, friend?
And I need a moose. I need a moose.
Oh my God.
Actually, we're going to switch something up. Our little friend that just became the fox, will you be our moose?
Will you be the moose?
Awesome. So I'm going to need a fox. Oh my gosh, there's so many choices. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Tori. We'll all still have chances to come up. All right. So while they're going back and getting their costumes and they're staying back there until we're ready, we're going to sing Silver Bells. Looked up, and there was Raccoon coming down the wood path, padding softly through the snow, spreading fresh green shoots before them. They said, my offering is to remind us of the green of spring, of new life after the sleep of winter. Reindeer moved slowly forward through the snow with purple rocks piled high upon their back. Here is a color that will endure forever, as purple as the mountains and the rolling clouds of thunder. Owl came swooshing in and alighted on a nearby branch, laden down with cones. They said, I carried all I could so we won't forget the corn that grows all summer long in the fields beyond the forest. Fox started coming down the path. Fox brought icicles that sparkled silver in the frosty light, like raindrops in the sunlight. And they said, Little Bear, you will guard this tree all winter long. Your black fur will remind us of night's velvet darkness. If you have the gifts of green shoots, purple rocks, pine cones, or icicles in your bag, would you please come forward and decorate the tree with the gifts of raccoon, reindeer, owl, and fox? And while we place these decorations, we will sing, Oh, Christmas Tree.
There, is that a good spot?
We see sunlight sparkling and purple majesty. We see the green of new life.
Oh, right there. Well, it can't go up.
Look at all these beautiful colors.
There. Good job. I'm just saying, that's beautiful.
Thank you. Little Bear and all the animals smiled as they stood gazing at the glorious tree. The colors were back. And then out of the woods lumbered Moose. A bright golden star hung gleaming from Moose's neck. They proclaimed, "Set this star high upon the tree." Let's encourage Moose. Moose is doing awesome. And Moose said, "Let us place this star high upon the tree." And if Moose's grown-up went, "Oh, there we go."
There you go.
Yeah.
It's totally not gonna fall.
Let its light shine.
There we go.
Yes. Thank you.
There.
Let its light shine out to all the creatures of the forest. Good job.
Somehow I'm bigger than a moose. And I'm a baby.
I'm done.
Lucian and Deacon.
No, they're fine. I'm just like, it's so cute. I'm sorry. Let its light shine out to all the creatures of the forest, that they may gather and celebrate the glory that is nature and the beauty of peace and friendship in this Christmas time. So let's pause and let's look for a moment. We've just created a symbol of our hope for the return of light and life. Look at the scene. It is a special day with special people, a star, and creatures of the forest. And thank you all for bringing back the color to our beautiful snow tree. Thank you for all your joyful participation and a round of applause while our cast of winter animals return to their seats. My friends, as you gaze upon our snow tree, let's take the next few moments to remember the laughter of today and the truths that solstice brings to all of us. That darkness is part of life and that the light and color always return. May we remember the fun we had together, how we live our Unitarian Universalist faith together, standing with each other in the darkness and celebrating together the joys of the season.
And now I invite Jackie to come extinguish our chalice as we sing our final hymn, Joy to the World.
I challenge them with a lot of songs. I challenge you with a lot of songs. It's awesome. Music lifts the soul. So Faith Development Hour today is the congregational meeting. It starts, yes, holiday at its best. So we will have, you'll go out, get a cup of coffee, say hi, come right back in here for the meeting. If you have children, you'll sign them in with Harmony in the fellowship hall. You'll see there's a table and a sign in, and they will be doing crafts and playing games. And there's a book fair with all sorts of wonderful things for you to buy, including gifts, not just books, for stocking stuffers and all that kind of good stuff. And let's see what else. Did I miss anything? I think that's got it. All right, that's what we're doing today. So let me bring back a little levity for a moment. It's been a gift to be together today, and we're going to spend the first 5 minutes while you're outside getting to know someone you have yet to meet. And we will all come together for the congregational meeting. Blessed be, amen, and may it be.
Hallelujah.
Yes.